It's every parent's worst fear, a labyrinth full of overwhelming obstacles. Who in the world do you call for help? Well, you might be surprised who answers, but then they've been there before.
Look how beautiful you look.
I'd like you to meet Hannah, and I'd like to tell you about the first time she came home from a hospital. Bringing her home as a newborn was a little different for her mom, Jenny, than it was for yours or mine. She already had a burial site picked out, and a headstone, for Hannah was given 60 days to live. And that was 6 years ago. Saying that Hannah's beating the odds would be more than an understatement. Paula McDonald knows Jenny's story all too well.
You know that there's no cure, no treatment. So you start looking to try to find what can you do to enable your child to live the same life that every other child is living.
To have a child and to go through everything that we go through, it was wonderful to know that she had been there. She wasn't just saying, okay, she's been there and she knows the ups and the downs.
When Paula's son Ryan was diagnosed at age 1, she was told it would be a miracle if he lived to see another birthday.
Ryan Patrick McDonald.
Ryan thrived to see 22 more birthdays, a trip to England, and the finest party house at Ball State you ever saw, although that is one landmark Paula could have done without. Along the way, he became one of my closest friends. I knew Paula then, too. She was as formidable as a mother bear when it came to her boy.
Well, you know, there's the story that there's pictures of me all over Indianapolis with big X's through my face, like the poison sign, don't talk to this woman because. And yeah, I always tried everything that I could, and I do that now for our families here at the foundation when they have a need.
That's the Muscular Dystrophy Family Foundation. Ryan is no longer with us. He once told me he knew he wouldn't be, but he hoped his struggle would make it easier for those who followed him. If Paula has anything to say about it, her work with MDFF will carry on her son's hope, and his name and memory will be with us as long as we have breath. What many of us don't realize is that in an era of sought-after cures, the day-to-day needs of children with terminal illnesses often get overlooked. Needs that the system designed to help often turns its back on.
It's very expensive to have a family member with a chronic terminal illness. And you're not going to be going on the vacations that your neighbor's going on that earns the same money as you do, because you're using your money to buy vans and van lifts and shower chairs and toilet chairs, and be told that your family member, that a toilet chair or a shower chair is a luxury. I think it's horrendous.
Come with me now to another house. Elliot's been diagnosed with muscular dystrophy, and his mother Ann knows that soon he will need a wheelchair and much more.
The doors aren't wide enough, the bathroom's not big enough, you can't get in the house because of steps, there's ramps got to go in, the car won't work because it's not big, yeah. It's tough. All the way around.
Through the foundation, Paula's gotten a lift put in to take Elliot to his bedroom, where Randy Tatum's widening the door, for free. I asked Randy why, and he said, just to help Elliot, and to help me. Randy's daughter Kelsey was only 14 when a rare form of brain tumor was discovered. She was given 6 months. She lived for 7 more years. She went through 36 different treatments, experimental drugs, and a high school graduation from a hospital bed before Randy faced the experience that only parents who have been there truly know.
I didn't know how it was going to feel, and it's just devastating. The loss is unbelievable, and I don't know how long it'll be before I feel somewhat better. That's part of the reason I'm here.
Christmas has a new meaning for both Randy and Paula. Both of their children's birthdays fall at this time of year. But perhaps the true spirit of the season lives on in the work they do, helping others face what many of us maybe would not be able to face.
The weight that's on you and the battle that you fight to keep yourself up as well as your child is an incredible battle. The problem is there's no pill for heartache.
That's me performing in community theater. I always dedicate my performances to Ryan. That's my way of carrying his name on. That, and of course to do this story. And Paula and Jenny? Well, Jenny now volunteers at MDFF, and both of them continue creating miracles for Hannah. and it seems that someone else is watching over her. After all, her middle name is Prayer. And there's Randy. Kelsey once told him that in spite of her illness, she wouldn't change a thing. It's taught me what love means, she said, as she visited other sick children while she herself was dying. That's incredible bravery, and a legacy of the heart that Randy and Paula continue in their children's names by paying it forward.
Being able to do this for Elliot helps me more than helps him, I think. I need to be doing something for somebody else. Over 7 years, I mean, the generosity of people, what they gave to my daughter, what they gave to my family is incredible. You know, what would be right about having her pass and me turning my back on all of that now?
To pay forward what I did and others did for Ryan, to help him be what he was. And he truly was all that he could be. And he did everything he wanted to do. And I think for any of us, is that not the final thing in life when the end is coming, to be able to say, I did what I wanted to do in my life. And that's what I learned from him, to pay it forward to help others who are having bad days, to figure out where to head and what to do to make their day better.